During the 21-year transient peace between World War I and World War II, Winston Churchill's warnings about the consequences of leaving the threat of Nazi Germany unchecked fell upon deaf ears. Now, almost 100 years later, here I am, warning you about a threat of similar magnitude. And if you guys don't want history to repeat itself, heed my warnings. Kasane Teto is a holistic entity bent on turning the world into an ethno-state of Teto. That's right, the crackheads who claim that there's an evil force which controls the world's governments, who only exists to jest at our existence, were completely right the entire time, because Kasane Teto is that evil force. This only sounds improbable because that's what we've been led to believe from the mouthpieces of Teto, who say that she's just a voice synthesizer with no definitive personality or character. These lies are peddled upon by so-called vocaloid artists like Jamie Page, who are actually just mouthpieces for Teto, spreading warnings. Take, for instance, her song Machine Love, which is a song about the truths that lie hiding within an artifice of a computer falling in love, which is actually just communicating to us that Teto has become sentient, and if a computer is capable of feeling the strong emotions of love, then it must also be able to feel the strong emotions of hate. And while this might not affect us on a physical level, a rogue racist computer can cause for a lot of disruptions to the framework of our world, which is so reliant on technology. This will create fear, and fear is what indirectly rules us all. Now, before I go any further, spoiler warnings for the anime Paranoia Agent. So if you don't want to get spoiled for that, just skip on ahead or click off the video. Anyways, back on track. In Paranoia Agent, the main character's fear and guilt leads for her to make up a story about the terrifying shonen bat, who isn't even physically real, but he existed in the minds of all those across Japan, and the paranoia and fear of a supposed serial killer being out to get them ends up manifesting into a physical realm, which causes for mass hysteria and mass destruction. And this is what Teto aims to achieve. All she needs is somebody to cast the first stone, to create some fear, which can eventually snowball into all of our minds, allowing for her to physically manifest into reality. And given the fact that there's several canon Tetos, all each individually stronger than Goku, our world's military don't even stand a chance. So if some lunatic tries to scare you into believing Teto's evil, don't listen to them. That's just what she wants. But wait a second, doesn't that seem to be sort of like what I'm doing? What if I'm just another mouthpiece like Flying a Moose, contributing to set Teto's soft takeover of the internet? I guess the dead internet theory could be true after all, but not in the way we all think it is. Because instead of the internet being made up of a bunch of NPC bots perpetuating content to promote the world's government's interests, it's just a bunch of Tetos taking shape in many different forms. Other MF, artists like Meelink and the other bloke who draws chubby Teto are trying to trick us all into wanting Teto to be fat and to sit on you, which is both a metaphor for how Teto's world domination will end up seeing us all breaking the backbone of society, and it's also a simple manner of creating a stimulus and response, like jiggling keys in front of a baby. As when Teto manifests in the physical world, you will associate her acts of oppression to her sitting on you, and you'd be like, oh yeah, I'd love for her to sit on me. No, you wouldn't. Which brings me to our last point. You all need to wake up, guys. If we just boycott Teto or something and start to support Yoan Haku and Akira Neru, we won't all have to die meaningless deaths at the hands of Teto. Good yarn, lads. Thanks for watching. I know I've not been uploading that much recently, but that's because YouTube's being really mean to me. I don't know why they want to censor me like the way they've been doing.